Miles Peterson, a man who had it all. Wealth, status, success. Still, something was lacking. Miserable, alone, his spirit beaten, Miles Peterson gave up. Then, in his darkest hour, the words of a single book began to change his life.
Bible.
And at last, Miles Peterson felt the burning desire to know God. Inspired by the Word of God and equipped with unyielding faith, Miles pledged to fight evil in the name of God. As Bible.
Exemplifies the authoritarian personality, thinking based on unconscious fears that causes people to rigidly conform, submit without question to their superiors, reject those they consider to be inferiors, and express intolerant sexual and religious opinions. The authoritarian personality may have its roots in parents who are unloving and aloof disciplinarians. A child then learns to control his or her anxiety via rigid attitudes. These are the Christians who don't truly believe in Christianity. They have unconscious fear of God and death. They submit without question because that is how they've been brought up. They haven't formulated their own beliefs, but they express intolerant opinions towards others.
Hey, Hill.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Just hanging out with my dog Skylar here.
That's
What
cool.
about you?
You're always hanging out. How you doing these days?
Pretty good. Pretty good, you know. Just hanging in there.
Yeah. Just like a little cat on the poster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like that.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. Probably just hanging out with Skylar. Don't really have too many friends, but...
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm your friend, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know that before.
Okay.
Thanks. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going off to Muslim camp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an annual thing. I'm going to do it with my brother. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, did you say something about a Muslim camp?
Yeah, I did.
Why would you go to Muslim camp?
I'm a Muslim. I practice Islam. That's kind of what I do.
You realize that only Christians go to heaven, right?
I didn't. What?
So what's the point of being Muslim? Okay, let's do the second part.
Okay. In the last video, Matthew represented the authoritarian personality. He hadn't come to his own beliefs, and he wasn't firm in his own standing in his belief, but he expressed intolerant religious views towards others. The solution to this, one possible solution to this, is the self-esteem hypothesis, which is that when people have an appropriate education and a higher self-esteem, their prejudices will go away. So you'll see this solution in the next video. Hey Matt, the other day when we were talking to our friend Hill, you kind of expressed intolerant religious views towards his beliefs. And actually in the Bible it says to love one another and to show care for everyone. So maybe next time you could be more accepting of others' beliefs and just be welcoming to all people.
Jack, you know what? You're really right. I really owe Hill an apology. Sorry, Hill.
It's okay.
Rich, the president of Morning Walk Media, argues that the United States is not a Christian nation and never has been. He says that Jesus spent about 2/3 of his teaching on wealth and power. Jesus' message is to give wealth away and submit to others rather than seek power. Additionally, his new commandment was equally clear. Don't be afraid. Live without fear. Live in trust and confidence. Live in harmony. Make peace. Erich says, instead of preaching a gospel of self-sacrifice and generosity, right-wing Christians support the mega-wealthy who yearn to stifle democracy and move us further toward plutocracy. Keep the riffraff from voting. Keep alternative views out. Live in the bubble of like-minded people, not the marketplace of ideas and diversity where Jesus lived. Instead of proclaiming confidence in God's care, they push fear. Fear of immigrants, fear of the dark skin, fear of Islam, fear of Ebola, fear of education, fear of honesty, fear of the poor, fear of gays and lesbians, fear of women, fear of the gospel that Jesus actually proclaimed.
Yo, what's up, boys? What? You guys bought an O while I'm at church camp? That's That's rude, first off. And so you guys got an O. Is that 3 half gals? There's 2 of you. Can't wait to get high with you guys.
In a CNN article called More Teens Becoming Fake Christians, they conducted a study which included in-depth interviews with at least 3,300 American teenagers between 13 and 17. The study found that most American teens who call themselves Christians were indifferent and inarticulate about their faith. The study included Christians of all stripes, from Catholics to Protestants of both conservative and liberal denominations. Though 3 out of 4 American teenagers claim to be Christian, fewer than half practice their faith. Only half deem it important, and most can't talk coherently about their beliefs, the study found. So the previous video about Hill portrayed how many typical American teenagers who call themselves Christians haven't actually come to their own beliefs. They're more just following how their parents have brought them up in the Christian faith, and they don't actually believe what they're calling themselves to be. These are the type of Christians that have a negative influence on our culture. Further down in the article, Dean says, talking about committed Christians, no matter their background, Dean says committed Christians share 4 traits. They have a personal story about God they can share, a deep connection to a faith community, a sense of purpose, and a sense of hope about their future. So the former Christians that we talked about, the fake Christians, negatively influence culture and skew culture's view on Christianity for these other Christians that are truly committed to their faith.
The Bible man's coming, so you better stick around. A brand new episode is coming to your town. A whole lot of fun with the greatest book of all. Yeah, the Bible man's coming and it's gonna be a ball.
Go get everyone you know,
'Cause it's just about time for the Bible Man Show.
it's the Bible, it's the Bible, it's the Bible Man Show. We're learning how to live and we're learning how to grow.
It's storytelling, picture painting, grooving, don't you know?
Everybody get ready for the Bible Man Show.